Hey there, it's Diane Forster, and welcome to I Have Today, the show that inspires, empowers, and educates you. And we talk about the art of intentional living. Well, I've been doing a lot of conversations lately about angels and intentional living and always brain work, because you know I love brain work. And I wanted to bring on a very special guest and friend of mine today who talks about the brain-soul connection. All right, her name is Louise Swarztwalter, and she is incredible. She is an expert. She is the master transformational coach, speaker, teacher, naturopath, and neurobiofeedback specialist serving women and men around the world. And she's the creator of the Brain Soul Success Academy and the Brain, as an acronym, system. So she's going to be on today, and she's going to talk about how autoimmune diseases led her to become the expert that she is. And she's helping thousands and thousands of people with issues, whether it's related to autoimmune disease or past trauma or anxiety, depression, other conditions. And she's helping them transform their lives very, very quickly. So she's going to be on in just a few minutes. But what I first want to share with you guys is our intention statement. So every week on I Have Today, we share an intention statement with you. And the purpose of this is so that you can be in awareness of what this affirmation and intention is for the week. And through having the opportunity to just say something over and over again, that repetition is what helps you create lasting, permanent, positive change. So today, our intention statement is, I have today to honor, heal, and nurture my brain. I have today to honor, heal, and nurture my brain. You know, your whole entire world is what's going on in your head. It is not outside of you. It is what's happening here. And there are a lot of scientific and spiritual reasons why your life is the way it is. And if you had more awareness of that it was all an inside job and used any and every tool imaginable and available to you to help you make this connection that Louise is going to talk about, the brain and soul connection. Actually, it's 4 things. She's going to share those with you. And had awareness. You know, I talk about the word awareness a lot. Then how different could your life potentially be for you if you knew that it was all happening here? It's what's going on between your ears. And where I'm pointing, that everything lives for you, all of your beliefs, all of your past traumas, all of your imagination, all of your fears, doubts, insecurities, worries. And we're going to talk about that today. And I'm really excited to learn about the brain system. And I hope that you are too. All right, now back to our intention statement. So what we do is every week, my incredible team makes a beautiful graphic. And it looks like that. There it is right there, of our intention statement. And that's available for you on my Instagram page at Diane Forster Official. Diane Forster Official. If you go there, there's a little button called wallpaper. And what I want you to do is go there and take a screenshot of this and use this as your screensaver so that you can see this over and over and over again. We look at our phone on average 150 times a day. And so if you're doing this for a week, you will see this 1,000 times that week. Now that will help ingrain this in you and anchor that in you to know that you have today to honor, heal, and nurture your beautiful brain. So while you're over there at Instagram, if you haven't already, give me a follow. I'd love to have you over there and see you over there. All right. And check out my page. And speaking of checking things out, where is our show available? Well, we're live every Monday at 11 a.m. on the E360 TV television network. So if you're not familiar with that and you're catching us on another platform, just know that you can do that too. Download the app or go on your desktop or laptop and check it out. You can see my show. We have hundreds of episodes there, but we also stream live on YouTube and Facebook, both at I Have Today with Diane Forster, and then LinkedIn and Twitter at Diane Forster Official. So if you happen to catch the replay, put in a little hashtag with the word replay there so that I know that you're catching it there. We always do go and read those comments. So any comments, questions, thoughts, feel free to do it, whether you're catching this live or you're catching the rebroadcast of it. So, all right, what's going on here? Well, guess what? It is the first couple of weeks into the new year. This is our second new live show of the new year. So new season. Very excited about that. If you missed my show last week with Michael Sandler, man, you got to catch it. It was epic. It was so epic. It was so good. I just love and adore him. And if you don't know who he is, he's the founder of Inspire Nation Show and the author of the book, Automatic Writing Experience. I'm a student of his work. I absolutely love him. He was fantastic. He premiered his beautiful baby girl, he and Jessica's miracle baby girl, Hannah, on our show. Like, of all the platforms he did that, it was so good. And the episode was filled with it was chock full of wisdom about how incredible you are and what a mystic you are and your power. So make sure you catch that. And then Louise is on today, and we're talking about other ways for you to empower yourself. So I'm so excited about that. But the big news is I am hosting a live virtual event on Friday, January 20th, called TV Star Intensive, because so many people kept asking me to teach them to have a TV show like I'm doing. So guess what I'm doing? I'm doing it. I'm going to teach you how you can become a TV show host. Whether you're a business owner, an entrepreneur, a coach, consultant, expert, you know that you have value to give to the world and you want to get your message out to a much bigger audience. Grow your business, your authority, your credibility, grow your clientele, your client base. It is a great way to do it. And it's been a game changer for me in my life. And so I've taken my 40 years in the industry, my 20 years at ABC, my 5 years of hosting my own TV show, and I've broken this down in one simple day where I am going to teach you this blueprint, the TV Star blueprint, on how you can launch your own show. And at the end of that one-day intensive event, it's virtual, by the way, so you can attend it from home. You're going to have this whole thing completed, so you'll be ready to start your show as soon as the next day if you want to. How awesome is that? You know, I'm going to throw the team off a little bit right now and ask you to put the link up for that because it's happening so quick. I want you to act fast. And if you know anyone who's been interested, make sure to give them this link. So that's going to be at tvhostmaker.com/TSI Live. tvhostmaker.com/TSI Live for TV Star Intensive. Okay. All right. Well, now let's get ready to bring Louise into the virtual studio. And before we do that, let's hear a word from our sponsor, the Spifter. This week's episode of I Have Today is brought to you by the Spifter. The Spifter is a fun sifting spoon that makes cooking, baking, and decorating with sugars and spices so much fun. No more mess or wasting your spices. It's fast, clean, and easy. Everything looks and tastes delicious. It's also great for straining loose tea, getting pesky broken cork out of your wine glass, and draining liquid off food like olives and capers. Whether you're a novice cook or a gourmet chef, you'll love the results. The Spifter, the kitchen gadget that no kitchen should be without. Well, hello, Dr. Louise Swarztwalter. How are you today? Oh, you're muted.
Oh,
there you are. You're good.
It's so great to see you, Diane. Awesome to be here.
Well, we're so excited to have you here. You know, Louise and I met in a networking group community, and I heard her speak. She was up on a virtual stage, and I said, "Oh, I need to have you on my show." First of all, you're such a delight, and the work you're doing is so important to the world, in this world right now, and the impact that you're making. And we are all about intentional living and transformation. And I want to bring on guest experts who have gone through their reinventions or their transformations and learn things along the way where they can really help and serve others. And you are certainly one of those people. So I want to read a little bit about your bio before we start asking questions. So Dr. Louise Swarztwalter is a master transformational coach, speaker, teacher, naturopath, and neurobiofeedback specialist serving women and men around the world. She's the creator of the Brain Soul Success Academy and the Brain System, a multidimensional system that works on the mind, body, soul, and energetic field all at the same time for quicker results that stick. She has 30 years experience helping people achieve optimal brain power and success in their life and business. So she's done so many other things, but we're going to talk about that. So welcome. And wow, how accomplished are you?
Oh, it's great to be here. I love what I do. Like, I love working with people. I love meeting with you right here and sharing ways that we actually can optimize our brain and clear out, any kind of ancestral trauma that's still holding us back.
Yes. So I know that there were multiple immune diseases that you were going through at the time that you started to uncover this and reveal this. What was happening to you at the time?
I got really sick. I had chronic fatigue. Well, I actually had a lot of labels. So doctors didn't know what was going on with me. I had chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, lupus, MS. They just gave me a bunch of labels. And I had 2 little kids at home, Diane. So I was really just wanting to be their mom. So, when we talk about like a motivation or a why, that was my first why.
Yes.
Was to get healthy for my kids. My son was about 3, my daughter was 5, and I was having to go to sleep at 3:00 in the afternoon. I was just so fatigued, so tired. And so I ended up on this path of doctor hopping, like we all do. And I just couldn't find all the answers. I kept seeking, So I did everything from chiropractic to acupuncture. I went to my spiritual teacher and nutritionist, and I just did it all. And I was really focused on my physical body. Because that's what we do when we're sick like that. We're like, okay, I guess I have to change my diet. I have to take supplements. Wow, this is a different world for me. There was no gluten-free back then. I could have created the first, I made a lot of flops in the kitchen, the first, gluten-free cookbook, So I had to learn to eat differently. We had a food rotation diet, and I ended up on this journey and realizing that medical didn't help me. I needed to go the natural route. And even though I changed all of that and I juiced my wheatgrass and I even moved my family from Chicago, I was living in the suburbs of Chicago. Pesticides made me so sick I would end up on oxygen. I couldn't breathe when they were spraying for mosquitoes. So I became an activist and I worked with the mayor of our town to sue the state of Illinois. And we won. And that was really the beginning of me getting out and speaking. But I did it from a place of anger. I was frustrated and mad about how many people I saw were getting sick from all the chemicals.
Yeah. Where in Chicago? What suburb?
I was in Schaumburg, Illinois.
Okay. My children were raised in Palatine. So I was right there.
You were right there.
I was right there. What year was this?
Let's see, 1990. We left in 93. So my son was born in 89. So 89, 90, 91, 92, 93. Yeah.
Okay. I moved to Palatine in 95. So we missed each other. But yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm very familiar. I had friends in Palatine and Glendale and all those places. Yeah. Yeah. So that was and you know what? In Illinois, they wanted everyone wanted their lawn to look like Soldier Field.
Right.
So that's what all the chem lawns and all those companies were doing, a lot of treatments on lawns using herbicides.
Yes.
And of course, that's glyphosate. And you know what? I talked about that at board meetings and tried to get people to stop using that in our schools. I was a teacher in Schaumburg School District. My first career was special ed.
Okay.
I kind of say, hey, I became like the kids I taught, which is true. I lost my brain power. Yes. My phone number was written in my wallet on a sticky note. This is way before cell phones, but I was in my 30s and I was losing my brain.
Right.
My quest was like, hey, how can I get my brain power back? What do I really need to do? And all the physical changes that I made in my life and in my health and in my body, that helped, but it still didn't get me where I wanted to be. And so we moved from Chicago to Taos, New Mexico, to the mountains. Mm-hmm. To get away from that grass and away from those chemicals,
right?
And to start a new life. And it was a new life and it was awesome. Actually, we saw double rainbows every day. It was like a sign from God. It was so cool.
Oh,
And we
beautiful.
hiked a lot, and and so it was really good. It was not what I thought was going to happen for me, but
Mhm.
it certainly was beautiful. And I got to raise my kids on organic food and healthy, clean air. We hiked a lot and they played soccer. It was awesome. It was really awesome.
Yeah.
So that's really how I got to New Mexico. Now I'm in Albuquerque, moved here
Okay.
20 years ago. But it was a journey, and I discovered that we can't just work on the physical body.
Mhm.
We had to do physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and then we also have an energetic field.
Right.
And that's ignored a lot.
So let's talk about the energetic field because I'm aware of it, but many people are not aware of it. And
Mhm.
that field matters a lot. So talk a little
Yes.
bit about that.
Yes. So what I figured out is that pain and everything starts in the energy field. We're energetic beings, and we are all affected by everything that happens to us and around us, and even our ancestral programming. So we're a program with patterns of fear, patterns of rejection, patterns of grief, patterns of betrayal that great grandfather had, grandmother had. And
Yes.
actually, that gets stuck. So those traumas, the trauma of even the shock that I went through with my health, gets stuck in the spaces of the brain. So your brain has space in it. If you looked at the anatomy of a brain and you see all those little cracks and crevices,
Yes.
those traumas and those emotions, that emotion of panic or shock or depression or whatever it is, gets stuck. And
Mhm.
we call it an it stinks moment. And the doctor who actually did research on this is Dr. Hamer. And
Okay.
so he was a German doctor that discovered that trauma can cause illness. And how he discovered that, Diane, was he got super sick himself with testicular cancer 3 months after his son was shot and killed.
Oh my gosh.
And he said to himself, it must be the trauma. I
Yep.
was healthy before. What happened to me? And
Yeah.
so, he started clearing the trauma and his cancer went away. The cool thing that he did is he actually took SPECT scans of people's brains. He was working with cancer patients and he would find that there were similarities between the different types of illnesses and cancers. So, like
Right.
esophageal cancer could be related to where you're not able to swallow a morsel. And
Right.
so that's the trauma that caused it to be in the esophagus.
Right.
And he'd find a lesion somewhere in the brain, treat them for the trauma, take pictures again, and the lesion would be gone.
Yeah.
Isn't that so cool?
It is. It's so fascinating how everything is connected. I mean, this goes. We know this from reflexology, right? So our feet are. Everything in our foot is connected to everything in our body. Of
Yes.
course, the brain would be the same thing, and I love that because that's related to trauma with your voice, like maybe you weren't allowed to speak up, or maybe you got in trouble when you spoke up, or maybe you were made to feel stupid when you spoke up, or whatever that is. Like you can connect it if you and I'm sure that your process, this brain system,
Mhm.
helps you figure it out. Talk a little bit about that. What exactly is it?
Okay.
Yes. What is it? What does the acronym stand for?
Yeah, so it's an acronym. It's the brain system. And how I came up with it was this own journey I was on. But the B equals body. So body is those first pieces: eating right? Eating organic food, exercise, sleep, taking good supplements, taking care of your body. And that's a very foundational piece. The R is release. It's releasing the mental chatter and the emotional baggage, whatever's keeping you stuck. Okay. And
Mm,
that's what I find. And I'm good at clearing out those traumas that are stuck in the brain.
got it.
So it's actually called a soul tie box. We clear the soul level, the brain and the soul.
Okay.
Okay. And then the A is aligned with spirit. So spirit or God is always a part of health and healing, whatever God is to you. So there's a spiritual component to all of us. And then I is integrate. It's integrating your brain frequencies to your soul's true purpose. And I'm sure that you find this too, Diane, when you talk with people in the work that you do, is when people don't have a purpose and they feel purposeless, it's
Yes.
harder to heal.
Much.
So we have to do that piece. So I call that integrate. I is integrate. And
Okay.
then the N in the brain system equals new program. And new program is, how do you want to show up and what do you really want to create in your life? And that's forgotten about. We can do a lot of releasing techniques. There's everything from, I can just name all kinds of things from EFT, from tapping to Reiki to pranic healing to, all that great stuff. And they're all really good and they help people. But we got to put the new program in. So I do some very high powered energy work that has to do with success codes. It's numbers. Math is the universal language. It speaks to your information field. It speaks to your energy field. So like the difference between what I do and some other brain guru person out there, and I love them all. I followed all these amazing people, and I'm sure you have too. I mean, I've got great mentors, everyone from Greg Braden to Bruce Lipton to, to Dr. Amen to, oh my gosh, and we love you all. Thank you for the work that you're doing in the world. But the piece that I felt was missing is that you have an energetic field around your brain. You actually have capacitor rings around your brain.
Mm-hmm.
And when those are off, you'll feel sort of wiggly wobbly. You'll feel off.
Yes.
So putting in the new program actually helps reboot that part of your brain. So, you could be taking all kinds of great supplements to help you get your brain power back. And hopefully they're helping you. And they do help a lot of people. But oftentimes we have to clear the trauma that got stuck here in the field. And then in the spaces of the brain. And then you can feel whole again.
Right. It's like trying to clean out the closet and you haven't gotten rid of anything. It's all still there. And no, it's Louise Hay used to say, if you want to clean the house, you got to see the dirt, right? So in order to see the dirt, and then you have to be able to clear it out. It's so true. And how neuroplasticity plays a role in this, and that you can have a healthy brain. You can have a young, vibrant brain again. You can heal the brain, but we have to find the trauma and release the trauma, which I love what you're doing. So if you have, give an example or two of a scenario that somebody can relate to. Like, what is one of the most common things you help people with?
Probably anxiety.
Yeah.
So anxiety, people tell me like they've been going for therapy for 16 years and anxiety was gone in 90 minutes.
Yes.
And the reason why is because I'm addressing physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and the trauma that got stuck in the energy field. So we take on that trauma I'm thinking of a woman I work with who lost her father during COVID. He was older, but it was grief. The grief was it was causing her anxiety and she couldn't sleep. And she was losing weight.
Yeah.
And if I had just given her supplements for anxiety and, grief, it wouldn't have worked all the way.
No.
I had to clear the trauma and the shock of that for her. And when we did all the pieces simultaneously together, that's when it stuck, and it didn't take so long. Within 2 sessions, she was like sleeping again, and the anxiety was gone, and her husband noticed it, and she got her life back.
Yes.
So that's what I love about the brain system. It's faster. Why do we need to stay stuck so long?
We don't.
Yeah.
And that's why you're doing what you're doing. And that's why your work is so powerful. And that's why I wanted to share you with the world and our audience here at I Have Today, because your life is waiting for you. Everybody who's watching this, it is, and it can be peaceful and calm and fulfilling and joyful. And anything that's happened to you in the past does not define who you are. And thank you, Melissa, for that. Yes, this is amazing. So glad that you're here. But it takes your action to pursue something like this to make the change. So I'm bringing you the experts, like I'm handing them to you on a silver platter. Do something with that, right? Don't stay in victimhood or stuck anymore. And I'll tell you, Louise, I am a student of this just like you. I do this work all the time and stuff comes up all the time for me.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yes.
Every time I'm ascending to a higher level, it's I don't like the expression new level, new devil, but it kind of fits in here. But there's that new opportunity. I call it an opportunity. Up, here we go again. I got another opportunity to
Yes.
clear something else out, discover it, figure it out what it is, and clear it out so that I can ascend to that next level. And I think if more people embrace that, like you, of course, you don't have to have all of this figured out. You hire an expert like Dr. Louise, who's got a system to make it happen for you fast, right?
Yes, absolutely. And we do. I love that you brought that up because now I embrace those places of transition. You
Yes.
know, I don't think I did in the very beginning, but now I can, like you, I just kind of know, hey, I'm up leveling, something's going through me. I need to use my tools. I need to clear out the old. And so you won't know, it's a personal growth journey. You won't know when things are going to pop in,
Right.
you know?
Um,
Yeah.
but you do know this, that they will. They will.
Yes.
They
Yeah.
will.
And so it's about having the tools, right? So, I mean, I teach those brain soul hacks so people can have the tools so that when they do, you have a way to clear that out and stay more balanced and raise yourself up, raise your frequency. And Diane, the neurobiofeedback stuff I do, I love too. I was introduced to that over 20 years ago. I'm one of the first frequency medicine doctors out there and even discovered how to create group programs with it. And so I have about 8 computers and I'm sitting right with 3 right here and 5 different neurobiofeedback type programs that do raise the frequency and they do help you shift and come back into balance. So it's, considered frequency medicine. Some of you may know it as if you're wearing a Fitbit, that's a biofeedback device.
Right.
You're helping your body understand your body better so that you know what to do and get more sleep the next night or whatever it is, or how many steps you walked. So, we have tools like this today. It's such an amazing world,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do have a lot of them. And I'm so glad this is becoming more and more and more mainstream. And I love that you just did that association of that the Fitbit is actually a frequency device.
Mm-hmm.
And there are other devices, obviously meditation and binaural beats and frequency sounds and different things, grounding beds, all the things that we could be using to help ourselves every day. What for you, I know you shared the challenge, but what for you has been the biggest breakthrough for you in doing what you did coming out of this?
It's the energy work.
Yeah.
Like I was doing biofeedback and I was better. I was stronger. I was helping a whole lot of people. I started Albuquerque Natural Health Center in like 2002. I started in my house. Then I got an office. Then I bought an office. I mean, I grew that business. Then I moved back home. But really, what moved the needle the most was clearing my field of the ancestral programs that didn't serve me.
Yeah.
All the old fear.
So let's go deeper into this because some people would classify as woo. Like, are we really bringing in ancestral trauma from pain in the past? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. How do you do that? Do you do inner child work, past life regression, combination of both? How are you identifying where the ancestral trauma is?
You know what? I'm a medical intuitive, so I can go into the field and figure out what's going on with you.
Yeah.
So I would get your goal or intention about what you want to have change or be different. I put that on the paper in a box, and I literally draw strings from that box. So, and I muscle test everything. So I'm actually figuring out that age 6, something happened, age 16, something happened, great-great-grandfather is in your field. The emotions from mom's womb when you were born are still in your field. And we clear that out. And really what it does is it helps you become 100% your soul's truth. And when you're aligned that way and you're 100% you without other people's stuff in your field, you can create anything you want in your life, literally.
So
And I
true.
love that part. Like, I love that part. Like, we can demonstrate that if you want.
Yes.
Yes, let's
demonstrate.
play. I love playing with this.
I'm always game for this. Everybody knows this who watches my show. I let Brian Ridgway clear spells on me, and I let people hypnotize me. I'm like, yeah, because I think we can talk about it, but if you actually witness it and see it, then you're going to have an experience. So I'm happy. I'm game.
Okay, well, that's good. So, and then think of your audience too. But for you, Diane, if I ask the question, what do you want to have change or be different?
This is the year that I am inviting love into my life. My soulmate, partner, best friend in love, business, and life.
Okay.
I'm finally feel ready for that.
Okay.
And I've been divorced for 10 years.
Okay. Okay. So I'm writing it down. I'm looking over here for a minute. And so I'm going to walk this goal down using NLP questions. Okay.
Go for it. Yeah.
So if this is your year to invite love into your life,
mm-hmm.
How would that change your life? What will change for you?
I believe that I will move. So I'll be in a home, a bigger place. Okay. I will have, obviously another entity with me, right? So another person to consider. I feel that it will, and I'm saying this not in a negative way, I'm just telling you what's coming up for me, that certainly my life will change because I have 100% autonomy right now. I'm in control of everything in my life, my schedule and everything. So certain levels of freedom will be changed within my home and obviously in my life. I also feel that it will be great energetically to have somebody to share my goals, dreams, desires, bounce ideas off, create together, build together. I feel like there'll be a bigger dynamic with blended family and more, new traditions. So, so I feel a lot of laughter, a lot of fun, a lot of creativity, a lot of spontaneity.
Okay. I was just going to ask that question. How would it make you feel? And you said I would feel laughter, creativity, spontaneity,
fun,
awesome.
And trust.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So what we have so far here is this is my year to invite love into my life. I'm living in a bigger place. I'm with my soulmate. We share everything. We share goals and dreams and desires, right? I have a blended family and new traditions, and I'm feeling laughter, creative, spontaneity, fun, and trust.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Okay. Yes. So then I'm going to take that sort of bottom line, how you're going to feel here that you invite that soulmate in. Remind me if we have time. I have to tell you a story about the Marlboro Man.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. Creative, spontaneity, fun, and trust. Oh, I already see it for you. How fun is this? Okay. All right. So then I just ask the question and I say, hey, who or what is taking you away from that? What's the blocks around you calling in that soulmate, that lover, that person to share your life with? Is there 1, 2, 3? There's 3 strings. So I just take and I draw 3 strings off this box. So very simply, it just kind of looks like this.
Got it.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. And then I have a list of words here. Okay. So it's the power of the spoken word. The truth will set you free. Mm-hmm. And so this is called a soul tie box. So we're clearing your soul ties. And so this first string, is this a male or a female? There's a female in your field. Is this you? No. Is this your mother? Yes. Is this your mom just in general? No. Is this your mom when you were a certain age? Yes. Were you 1 through 5? Yes. Were you 1, 2, 3? Were you 3? Were you 4? You were age 3. So this is something with you and your mom when you were age 3. What's mom's first name?
Roseanne.
So this is
Rosann.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about what you remember at age 3, around there, 3, 4, 5 with mom.
I'm going to cry. This is so funny that you went right to that.
Okay.
I know that there's a trap trauma for me at age 3, and I cannot for the life of me find it. I've tried many, many times to find it, and of
Oh,
course you went right to that. We
okay.
were living in Brentwood. I was in the basement of the house, and I believe what happened was my parents were fighting and separated. My father left.
Oh,
And so the trust and abandonment, right,
yes.
is,
Yes.
yep. I see. I know what it is, Louise. And
Oh, well, then let's clear it for you today. I'm so
yeah,
grateful we're doing this.
that's why I'm going to cry, because I've had this
Yeah.
and I know, and I've tried. Let's do
You know
it.
what? It's okay to cry.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so
Okay.
good.
When I moved to my second office, it was bright and light, views in the mountains, and I was so worried no one would cry because it was so bright.
Yeah.
And everyone cried. And I bought the office. I was really worried. Everyone cried the first week. I was so grateful. And I remember coming home and going, oh, I still have it. Everyone cried. So I'm good at making people cry. You're
Good.
supposed to cry. Okay.
It's so
Uh,
good.
it's all good. It's all good. Abandonment. Oh, this is going to be good. So abandonment, lost, crying. You were crying in the basement.
Mhm.
Sadness, fear, panic. Is this the panic that started some of the stuff in your life? Yes. Is there shock there too? Is it stuck in a certain organ system? No. Is it stuck in the field? Yes. So panic and shock and longing, longing. So here's what clears the soul tie. This actually came from John 10:10 in the Bible. So they're real strong words. We say, was that situation a liar, thief, or fraud on you? It was a thief.
Mhm.
And then we say, what did it do? Did it kill, steal, or destroy something? It stole something. So what did it steal? Your confidence, your strength, your comfort, and your vision of what you thought would be. And your trust. So we're reclaiming another
Waiting for you to
level
say trust.
of
I was
trust.
waiting.
Yes.
Good.
Yes, because that abandonment cleared that, really affected that. Do we reclaim your trust? Yes. Is there another word we need to say? No. I'm going to say another little clearing statement. This is called access consciousness. You've probably heard of it. So we're just going to say, I destroy and uncreate any judgments, assumptions, projections, conclusions, decisions about the situation when you were 3, and all those emotions that were in the field, anything from you, your mom, your dad. We release that now. We let it go. Allow you to be free, Diane. To feel that laughter and that creativity, that fun, that spontaneity, and that trust, and to call in this partner, this lover that you want to be with, good and bad, right and wrong, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And I usually have you take and tap the bottom of your foot. So just, it doesn't matter which one, take an open hand and just kind of hit the bottom of your foot.
Okay.
Good. Okay. Awesome. Yay.
Adorable.
All right. Cool. We're going to watch your face change here. I'm giving you an energetic facelift.
Mm.
Is that okay? Okay.
Go for it. Are you kidding? I'll take
Okay.
every kind of face.
Okay. Let's see. This is male female situation. The next one is the situation. Which one did it affect here? So is this recent or old situation? Is it something with Diane? Yes. Something with Diane and family? No. Friends? No. Herself? Yes. This is you yourself. So situation with you. What's the time period? Were you a kid? Were you a teenager? Teenager. Were you 10 through 15? 15 to 20, 15, 16, 17. I think you were 17. So is this age 17? Was someone else involved? There might have been somebody else involved. Was this like a boyfriend or girlfriend? What do you remember at 17?
We moved cross country from New York to California, and we left the summer before my senior year of high school. I had to leave behind the boyfriend I loved and all my friends in life. It was a very traumatic time in my life.
Oh my
Ooh,
goodness.
and I feel something in my back right now.
Yes. Okay. Is there an emotion in Diane's back? Do we need to clear that
The
emotion?
back of my heart is opening up. Wow.
Oh, let's release constricted. We're going to easily release constricted in the heart. 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 So constricted frustration. Let's name all the words here and clear this. Devastated. You were devastated. Had to go across country and leave your boyfriend. And this is important for us to create, to clear, for you to bring in that soulmate now, right?
Yes.
Okay. Off balance. What else? Was there an entity in the field? No. Off balance. Betrayal. Lost. You're going to be so much better. Heartache. Vulnerability. Are you holding any pictures in your mind? Like, do you see pictures of that
Well,
time?
as we're talking about it, yes, some flashing of when I left, say goodbye in front of the house. All our friends were there because my younger sister was there. She and I were moving. My oldest sister was at college, but we were getting ready to leave and all the kids were there and everyone was crying. I was in the car with him crying, hugging, saying goodbye. He was crying. So as you're saying this, I'm flashing right back to that moment.
Okay, so I want to clear this two ways. So the reason I asked that question is because sometimes we hold those pictures in our mind. And so I'm still going to do the liar, thief, fraud, clear it that way. And then the picture that you're holding, we want to release because that creates that little cellular memory bump, that lesion.
Yes. Okay.
Now I have a theory and I can't prove it. My theory is that Alzheimer's and brain issues are all related to these traumas that got stuck in the spaces of the brain. By doing brain soul balancing here and clearing that soul brain connection, I'm changing that lesion in the brain. We are clearing it out so that you can be more creative and your brain can be expansive and you can hold in and bring in more energy, whatever that is your goals are. Right. And so I think that's what causes some of those diseases later.
Yes.
And the more we can do this work, the more we can clear people. There's collective trauma even from COVID.
Oh,
right?
Definitely. Yes.
Right?
Agreed.
So, but a lot of this stuff, so this whole situation, do we name all the right words? Yes. So it was shocked and panicked and trapped and devastated and lost. And that was a thief on you. And so killing, stealing. So it stole your hope, your love of your life at that time, your freedom, your imagination, your comfort to live in. Again, the vision of what you thought would be. It's like the rug was pulled out from underneath you again.
Yes.
It stole your trust and your safety. So when I say that, it's like we're reclaiming that. And your relief and your triumph and your faith. So good and bad, right and wrong, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. The picture that you saw, Diane, in your mind at that time of, being in the car and everybody's around you and you're having to say goodbye to your boyfriend, bring that up in your mind's eye. And the emotions of, again, sadness, shock, trauma, trapped. And what I'm going to have you do, this is called the EMDR, is your head's going to stay straight, but you're going to watch my fingers with your peripheral vision. Okay. So it's like your eyes are going to follow my fingers.
Sherry, zoom out.
Okay. So your eyes, sorry, it's dark here. Eyes are going to follow my fingers. Okay. So as you're thinking of that, just kind of watch my fingers. And then look up to the ceiling and down to the floor. And then to the right side of the floor and down. So kind of look to the right and down.
Okay.
And then the left and down. And then come back to center.
Okay.
And then circle your eyes like you're going around a clock. And then do it counterclockwise.
Yeah.
Good job. Awesome. Should be a little fuzzier.
Yeah, I feel lighter. I feel like I felt my back heart wall open up. I felt the front open up. Very good.
Yes. Awesome. Yeah. Good job.
It's so interesting because I thought I was past that. You know what I mean? Like I healed from that. And wow.
Yeah. And, this is just, and you did great work. So commend yourself for that. This is just like taking it a level further. This is like saying, okay, there's still a brain soul connection that I think of as just like another little cobweb, like another little piece that when we clear that all the way, it really allows someone to be 100% their soul's truth.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was fantastic. Thank you so much for the demonstration. I hope everybody watching felt that too, because I believe that, right?
Yes.
Louise, that when we do this, Dr. Louise, that when I'm clearing it for me, others are feeling it as well, even though it's mine.
Yes.
It's clear in others too. And so, and now you have the opportunity, everybody, to see. Now you saw this live demonstrated. You know what the experience is like. You know it's not painful or bad. It's actually very soothing. It feels really good. And the thing I want to say to you is, you know, you're so good at this, obviously, Dr. Louise, and I do this stuff. So I can tune in right away. I go right to the memory because I don't edit it. So that's the thing that I want you all to hear. When you're doing this sort of work, the first thing that comes up is the thing. That's the thing.
Yes.
So pay attention to that.
Yeah, don't second guess it, you're saying. Just listen. May I do this? I don't know if we have time. I like to put the new program in. It'll probably take us 2 minutes.
Okay, we have, how many minutes do you need? How many minutes do you need, Louise? You're asking?
3 or 4 minutes.
Okay, we'll do it.
We'll do it? Okay.
We might have to skip our mantra meditation today, but this is so good. So yes, of course, put the new program in.
So it's kind of like, here's why I'm feeling that is I took out the trash, like we released some old stuff. You felt it, which is awesome. That's great. But now we want to put in the program of, hey, I want you to create this in your life now.
Okay.
You know? So what I have you do is I have you say these intentions, and then I'm going to use some codes in the energy field. So there's circles with numbers. And in a sense, we're rebooting your energetic field to now call in this partner and to feel laughter and creativity and trust again, right? So I'll have you say these. So say, this is my year to invite love into my life.
This is my year to invite love into my life.
I'm living in a bigger place.
I'm living in a bigger place.
And I'm with my soulmate.
And I'm with my soulmate.
Awesome. I share my enthusiasm, my goals, my dreams, my desires.
I share my enthusiasm, my goals, my dreams, my desires.
We have a blended family and new traditions.
We have a blended family and new family traditions.
And I feel that laughter.
And I feel that laughter.
Creativity, spontaneity.
Creativity, spontaneity.
Fun and trust.
Fun and trust.
Awesome. Okay. So those are your intentions, your goals. And now I'm going down your left leg and I'm circling my hand. Okay. So it's energy work in the field. It reboots your biocomputer. You're a biocomputer and upgrades you to Windows 12.
Got it.
Okay. That's what we're doing.
Got it.
2, 3, love. 5, 3, forgiveness. 6, 5, choice. 9, 2, freedom. 4, 2, greater love. Then I'm going to go down your front. 4, 2, say, I have positive self-worth.
I have positive self-worth.
2, 2, say, I choose to succeed.
I choose to succeed.
4, 4, I choose to live in joy.
I choose to live in joy.
And 6, 2, I choose to live by the higher laws.
I choose to live by the higher laws.
Excellent. 1, 4, 7 on your back side. I'm going to have you look at my X.
Okay.
4, 5. So what we did is balance the brain this way and this way, but in the field. Okay. 9, 6 is the consciousness ring. 9, 6 is the cranial ring. 8, 6 is the hearing ring. 6, 8 is on your knee. It's the seeing ring. 3 to 9, 26 complete cycles, 5,859 times is the ring to all the rings. 2 to 8, 23 complete cycles, 2,623 times, sets the emotions, resets the emotions. I'm going to release trauma. 10, 5, 7, 8, 2, 8, 7, 7, 5, and the shock 1, 2, 3, placing that with peace 5, 2, 5 to 11, 37 complete cycles, 87,357 times, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, balances all the chakras.
Wow.
Cool. Awesome.
So good.
Isn't that fun?
It felt so good. Oh boy.
Awesome.
Amazing, Louise.
We're going to lock that in. So I just want you to say the last one again. Say, I feel laughter, creativity.
I feel laughter, creativity,
spontaneity,
fun
and trust.
And then
to lock it in, we're going to put our hands above our head. And if I was with you, I'd try to pull them down, and you just pretend that I'm
Oh,
working, pulling them down.
yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And then cone your fingers on your right hand and make a circle in front of your heart. So you're just going to say 2, 2.
2, 2.
I choose to succeed.
I choose to succeed.
And then tap your belly button 8 times.
7, 8.
And that locks in those goals. Yay. Awesome. Wow. I can feel your field. You're beaming.
I feel, woo, I feel out. So great.
Yes. Yes.
That was beautiful. Truly beautiful. Now you all just got to see this and witness firsthand. You need to get a hold of Dr. Louise. We'll put her stuff up in 1 minute, but I need to ask you a question first that I ask all my guests.
Yes.
And I request that you answer this with I have today too. So how do you live the I have today way, which is intentionally with passion and purpose?
You know what? I wake up every morning, and what I just did on you.
Wait, you got to start it with I have today too.
Oh, I have today too. I do an integration on myself every morning, which is that energy work that actually says, and I hold my intention for what I want to happen that day. So every day I set my intention. Hey, today's going to be a great day. Amazing healings are going to take place. Our TV show with Diane is going to be awesome. Whatever my intention is.
So beautiful. Truly beautiful. Oh my gosh, you are so divine. All right. Are there, what are the websites that we have for you for people to follow up with you if they want to get more information?
Yes. Yeah. So it's with LouiseSwarztwalter.com. So it's my name.
Okay.
So you can find me there. I'm also on Instagram and Facebook. And then I have a link on that website for a brain soul success assessment. So it's just an opportunity to get together with myself or a team coach and learn about you. And I love connecting, actually, Diane. I love connecting with new people. If I could create the sleep pill where we didn't have to sleep, I would just spend time with everyone. I love the people I get to meet, and I love this so much too.
Yes. And you all need to do that. Go get that assessment. It is so worth it to do that. You're such a love and a light, and I'm so grateful to have you in my life and in my world. And we will have all the links to all the things for you in the show notes. Everywhere you are, we'll definitely have those there. And is there any final word that you'd like to share with the audience?
I just want to say thank you. Thank you, Diane, for the work you're doing and for bringing all this great work and all these great people on your show. You are stellar. You're making it happen. And we need to be connected. So I love this kind of connection. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you for connecting with people this way and sharing.
Oh, my pleasure. Well, thank you so much for your beautiful time and your work today, all your knowledge, all your experience, and everything you've been doing to help make this world a better place. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I know I'll talk to you soon.
Thank
all
you.
right.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Take care. Bye-bye. Take care. Oh, that was so beautiful. Truly beautiful. Well, we don't have time for a mantra meditation today, but I think that's okay. I think what you got to experience today was delicious and worthwhile. And you got to see in real time, you know me, I'm always the guinea pig. I'm always happy to do it and set an example for you about doing work like this and bettering yourself and exploring more and being curious. The reasons why we go through the experiences that we go through is to learn how we can use those experiences to serve others. And Dr. Louise showed that beautifully today. She was curious. She took action. She changed laws in her town, and she's been helping and serve thousands and thousands and thousands of people with this work. So on that note, I don't even think we have time for, we've got 2 minutes left. So with the last 2 minutes, I just wanted to say this. Do not forget to register for the TV Star Intensive event on January 20th, where how would you like to have a platform like I have and bring on amazing guests like Dr. Louise and do this work and serve the audience that is waiting for you? Because trust me, they are waiting for you at tvhostmaker.com/TSI Live. All right. So tvhostmaker.com, TSI Live. And then with our last few minutes, I wanted to tell you, make sure that you follow me on social media at Diane Forster Official everywhere. Go to my website, dianeforster.com. And if you prefer to have this show and listen to this as a podcast, it's also I Have Today with Diane Forster on all podcast platforms too. Just Google my name. You're going to find me everywhere. And so I hope that you guys enjoyed this show. I know I certainly did. Next week's episode, I have Amy Porterfield coming on, the amazing Amy Porterfield, who's got a brand new book coming out. And so we're going to have information about her, how she became the mega course creator and has helped millions and millions and millions of people create their courses, and what her new book is about. And so that's going to be next week's show. And that's it for this week's episode. Thank you so much for being here. I love you with all my heart. Happy today. Take care. Bye-bye.